What's going on, guys? Hey, in today's video, I think we're gonna try out some silver on one of the doors and some blues. Possibly, I've got a pearl right here, and then we've got some silver over there. So I think what we might do is we might do a blue pearl and then do some weird squirt bottle over the top of it. Since we've already done the green and we've done some of the oranges and reds, we've got some requests for some blues. So let's try out some blues. All right, guys, let's get to it, okay? All right, gang, so I grabbed a couple different colors. I've got some blue, detailed blue violet. I grabbed some blue candy. We've got like a sky type of blue here. We've got some silver sealer. By the way, you should dry sand acrylic. If you wet sand acrylic, you may break it down enough to lift too much of the color. So dry sand. Okay. Let us make some color. Okay, I think what we're gonna do first is we're gonna do a light blue first, okay, which is the daylight blue, wicked opaque daylight blue, 0087. Let's just get the whole door blue real quick, and then maybe we'll do two blues, okay? Let me let that do its thing for a second, and we're gonna hit it again so it's 100% blue. Okay, we'll give that a few minutes to dry because it looks wet. Wouldn't you like to just smear that right now and just put your hand in it? Blue Man Group. Let's see, where are we at? By the way, I already told you. That's just the wicked opaque daylight blue. You can paint your whole truck like that. Your car in one day, in your garage, at home, and then put satin clear on it and be driving to the car show the next day. Or later that night, throw some pinstriping on it. Some white scallops, little pinstripe. Yeah, man. All right, I'm gonna dump that back. We don't need it all. Also, I can't remember if I said this the other day. So if you say you mixed up your color and you had your 4011 or 4021, you had your reducer in it. It was already reduced paint, ready to go, and you made too much. Get a cap for this, because they make caps for these, or Home Depot, whatever. And put it back on the shelf. Label it, put it back on the shelf. It's still good. Like, I just saved 50 cents. I think I'm gonna fade the bottom with some pearl. Somebody asked the other day, I got these on Amazon. 5-pack was $11. It's just called a flat air nozzle or sprayer. Very simple. I know a lot of people keep asking, they're like, how do you mix it? How do you mix it? How do you mix it? It's very simple. It's kind of up to you. I do like about 10%. That's it. But of the reducers. Pearl blue. So kind of a dark blue. So let's do a little fade. I still got a 1.4 needle going in here in the LS400. And let's see if that's gonna reduce enough. We're gonna fast forward in time, 10 minutes. Time warp. You know what, I don't even know if I wanna throw a filter on this, because I don't wanna filter out any of the pearl by accident, because just because. Okay. Okay, it's still drying a little bit. The pearl takes a little bit longer to dry. You can see some pearls in there. So it still looks speckly because we're water-based and we need to dry 100%. When it's dry 100%, and then it looks flat like that. There's the pearls coming out right now, even though we're not in the sun. This is similar to the sun. So let's do this one. Sorry for all the garbage in the background. I haven't cleaned up yet. Let's take the detailed blue violet, put it in a squirt bottle, and then shoot it over this door. All right, so make sure you give it about 20 minutes so it's dry. You know what I mean? You don't want to throw a squirt bottle or water over that and have it sag a little bit. So make sure your cure time is good. Both of them are cured. Boy, that pearl looks cool. Okay, we're gonna use Detail Blue Violet 0057. And I'm gonna go grab some, oh, do I have water out here? Grab some water, I do, right there. And I'm not putting a ton of paint in there. I know I've showed you guys before. I'm only putting like 3/8 at the bottom of the bottle there. Water. Be the water. Test it out somewhere, see if you like it. See if that's too thick, too thin. You know, obviously the more water you put in it. We're not using reducer, remember? Water. Water. I don't want the reducer. Well, I don't want to waste reducer either because it's not cheap. All right, did you guys get all that? Put about 3/8 maybe of paint. I know I don't have it marked because, I don't have it measured out because it's always different. They're always different. You want it thin? Do you want it dark? Do you want it light? You guys can, as soon as you guys start playing with this stuff, you'll see. You'll just start doing it your own way. Finally finishing up some customers' cars, and then that's it for me. I'll still do paint work, but I'm done doing body work. I'm done doing metal work for other builders and stuff like that. And yeah, it's so exciting after all these years to finally be able to do my stuff. I will build my cars and sell them my way. No more haggling, no more dealing with this, that, and the other. Just, it's like, I feel like I've been in a prison sentence for 30 years and I'm finally breaking free, man. So excited. Anyway, shut up. Okay, so I showed you guys this sprayer last time. It's like a real soft one, right? Then we got our old faithful janky one over here. Okay, so let's get the door wet. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, we're gonna leave the top half a light blue for a second. Let's do some runs right across this body line first. See what kind of weirdness we get. Could probably even come back with a little bit of blue airbrush. See what I mean? And I'm just kind of going down with it, so it just drags it down with it. Just dragging you down, man. Dragging you down. Ooh, get the fades. Get the fades. Can you guys see the bottom? No, you can't. So let's get a little closer. So see how it's breaking loose a little bit. Okay, it's going over that pearl right now. So let's fade it some more with the water before those lines start to dry. I don't want those harsh lines in there. But that blue does kind of blend. I know the camera's not picking it up 100%. Right where that fade is. It almost looks like a perfect line, but it's not. There is a nice fade going on there, okay? Let's get a little off the bottom. And what you could do, like right now, you could just let that dry. And I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let that cure for just a second. I'm not gonna use the air sprayer on it. Let me get a little bit out of the middle there. I don't like that. You go away. And you get some water, and you get some water. Okay. A little bit more water. Once again, I say this all the time, I'll probably oversaturate it. And then you guys will be like, no, it's too much, man. So I'll do the extreme side of it, that way you don't have to do it on your car that way. Look at it hitting the other water. Looks like clay. Because it looks like upside down flames. Looks like blue wood. Looks like you don't know what you're doing. See how it's just doing that on its own? Now you could take the air hose and turn the pressure down and play with it. See what I mean? But when we're talking about the dark color and the light color, so if you start with a light base and you come back with that darker over the top of it, you can do some really cool stuff. I ruined it. I totally ruined it. I just ruined it. But at least you can see. So hurry and get it wet before it stays forever. And then that's it. You just ruined it forever. You know what I think we need to do? We need to do a black door and do this in red, yellow, and orange and make like lava, and then come back and then airbrush like cracks in it like burnt lava. We're gonna do that. Doing that. I might even have to do that on my motorcycle. Ooh, lava. See how you can leave it alone and let it do its thing, or you can just keep adding to it. The worst part is when you find you had it perfect the way you liked it the first time, and then you go in and do something like I keep doing and maybe taking away from the color a little bit, you know? Okay. Now we're gonna let that dry for a second. We're not gonna bomb this one. I'm gonna fill up some more water. Be right back, guys. Kind of do its thing. Should we zoom in more? Why not? Soft lava fades. You could even add like a purple to that. You could come back with your airbrush like I did on the snot rocket and then add that same blue, or maybe just a lighter color blue, and then kind of highlight those. Do the movements. Okay, it's starting to dry a little bit. The reason why I'm letting this one dry in between is that way it's kind of locking in that bottom run already. So let's give it a few minutes. I'll go play in traffic. We'll let this do its thing. We'll come right back. Oh, he's the guy with the blue Crayola looking truck. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I don't know if it's gonna look good. Like this, you guys just saw, you could do this with any color combo. Go with a lighter base color, you know, a blue, an orange, a red, yellow, green, blah, 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 blah. Find that same tone in any of the detail colors. The detail colors still will work fine in the sun as long as you put a UV clear on them. The detail colors just look sick, like I said, over those silvers and over the little sparkles and the flakes. So what I'm thinking right now was maybe we take some of the silver sealer, because it looks like micro flake, and either just do the top. I don't know if I want a line across there though, because if you put a line across there, it just kind of takes away from it. It's like this dead end, and all of a sudden it just started running. you better go catch it. So maybe we do another fade, but we try to do the silver up here, but just maybe a fade blend, okay? I know I'm talking a lot. Let's do it. Let's go. Stop talking. I'm telling you, man, they make some sick colors. The same stuff you can see in a solvent, they have it in acrylic. Same pearls, same metallic looking coolness. Are we dry? We're dry. Okay. Let me mix up some stuff right now while we're here. So we're gonna take the silver sealer, 6013. Love the silver. It's just cool, man. Like I was saying before, I like this one because it has the flakes in it. Now, if this was a silver base, I think it would really pick up some cool colors. We're definitely gonna do that on another door, which that wasn't even that small of an amount. A little bit of a 4011, because I went locally again. I've tried to get the 4021 and everybody in town does not have it. I was so busy this week, I forgot to actually order it. So, very silvery, cool hue. It's got like a blue hue. Oh, it's probably just a blue reflection from the door. Let's just do just a little sparkles up there, just a little. I'm probably blasting those banners behind me. I've never put their silver over blue before, so seeing how good it covers, it looks like it covers pretty good. I usually am spraying it over black, because it's really easy to see. And for you guys that are new to the channel, if you don't understand some of the stuff I'm talking about, it's on the previous videos in the playlist under airbrushing and paint. We just created a villain paint job for Mr. Freeze. Stupid. I just entertain myself because I'm by myself all day, so I just. Frosty's frozen yogurt.
Yummy.
Ooh. Sparkles. See, so that's that Autoborn silver sealer. I can't say enough good things about this. It's just so good. You can fade so many cool colors. You've seen the Haunted Rod. You see Justin's C30 big truck, whatever that thing is, that C10. I call it C10 with 4 doors. That's how that bronze color is coming through, because we have the silver down, then we have the multiple color mix with it, thinned out so thin that it's like a candy. So here's the hard part. Do we leave it alone and clear coat it right now? Because it looks pretty good. Now there's those blue lines in it, but they probably really won't pop as much unless, once it's clear coated. Or, and here's another good thing. So far, we're doing this without an airbrush. So some of you guys that don't want to mess with airbrushing, you saw that we just literally have the same gun and a squirt bottle. We did our light blue, our dark blue, and now we have a silver fade on the top, which looks really cool. You can see it picking up some of that blue reflection in there. Let's put more water in it. Let's thin this out even more, because I really want to see if we can get a lighter blue over the top of this silver to leave some different lines in it and not affect what we got going down here. So I'm going to really and now I'm going to really fill it with water. So hopefully there's almost like no blue in it. Well, there's going to be blue, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Right. Okay, let's get some agua, H2O, to go over our silver. Well, I might as well do the whole door because I'm going to end up chasing it all the way down the door again. See, now once it's dry, and here's another thing when people are always saying this about solvents, I don't know, I don't mess with the solvent stuff. It might work, but I feel like if you're spraying thinner, like real thinner on it, it could cause a reaction and sag your paint. So That's why I don't mess with it. Wow, that's still pretty blue. Pretty blue. Let's try it on the top here. Ooh. Oh man, I just hit the wall. I'm gonna have to get new banners. I have to repaint the walls. Wow, that's wet. Excuse me briefly while I wipe the wall off. Okay, see what I'm saying? That looks like candy. This is not candy, this is just their detail color. Looks like a really cool, almost like a cobalt. Okay, let me chase that with some water before it dries because it's drying. I think it's still 110 or no. What time is it? I don't know. Always catches in that corner right there. Keep an eye on your body lines wherever you're doing it. Like these two guys are being mean to us. We keep telling them, stop, stop it. That's pretty thin, so it runs real easy, so we may not even need to be really using a lot of the water. So we're picking up some blues over the silver. It's hard to see in the light, but I'm gonna add more. Add more before it starts to cure, because I think tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this clear coated tonight, and then we'll probably finish the video in the morning, maybe. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, I did it again, I squirted the wall. And again, and again. I'm sitting there watching the runs instead of watching when I'm shooting. So that's so thin, I might have thinned it out a little too much that it's running off really quick, which is cool though. You could leave the lines. Is maybe we are gonna leave a little bit of that silver. I do have a candy we could throw in it, but I do wanna take this blue and go around the edges real quick. Let me do that. That way it dries and it's gonna stay, that blue on the edges will stay. Man, I don't know if I wanna mess with those lines. They look pretty cool right now. You can see some of those sparkles coming through that blue right there. Sorry, I'm trying not to blind you guys, but. Can you get the light, man? There they are, you see them? Look down to the middle of the screen there, you can start to see them. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, and commenting and writing in the comments. I appreciate that because I think YouTube's changing their algorithm again for new channels. They're gonna help new channels. Unfortunately, my channel's old as heck, like 12 years old, but only in the last few months have I actually really posted something. So I'm considered an old channel. It's making it look like a heavy flake. Can you guys see that? It almost looks like it's sticking up. But it's not. What? It's an optical confusion. Here's something I haven't tried before. So we'll take the Eclipse bottom feed and we'll take the same squirt bottle stuff and we'll see if this is even, if I can even airbrush this. This is gonna be, it should be fairly super thin. Super thin. Man. Those second lines that came over the top of our Frosty Freeze over here, they look pretty cool. It worked. It looks like a candy blue. Imagine that. So we'll be careful because this is really watered down. We could get a run. So I'm just we're gonna blue the top a little bit. It looks like it has depth. My ultraviolet candy 2.0 that I just spilled all over my hands. and we're going around the top. And I think we might do a little bit of a weird fade in there, or we may just do the whole thing blue. And since we're not putting another candy on top of a candy, we don't have to mix the 40/50 in here, which is that binder I was saying earlier. It's their clear coat, but you can put it with the candy, because if you stack candies on top of each other, they could bleed, and then you're gonna be so upset. Especially when, like, say you're doing a lowrider paint job, you work so hard to do that, and then ta-ta! Farther for softer. That blue, ultra blue violet has almost like the purple, well, violet in it, so. Remember what I was talking about, since we just talked about that. We didn't put a binder in that candy. So if I squirt water on it, it's gonna break it down again. So should we do it? Yes, we should. Let's try to bust that candy down before it dries. I think it's gonna be a similar effect. There's not a ton of candy on there. Wow, look at that purple coming through. Dang, that's, what? What? Hang on, guys, look at this. Look at this madness happening. You just watched it do that on its own. Wow. Are we an amazing team or what? Yes, we are. Yes, just say yes. Get your blue off there. You guys go away. We don't like you guys. You guys are not our friends. Go, 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 go. But look what that did. That took, I almost don't want to touch it anymore. Let me get the other. Let's get our little baby squirt bottle. That is pulling, that candy blue went over the top of the detail blue. You just witnessed it turn purple. So what it did is it looks like it took the violet and left the violet on there. That is really cool. That is really cool. As soon as my son sees this, he's gonna want this on his drift car. I already know. And Brundy, if you're out there listening to your 350Z that we're gonna paint, you got a bug. Get out, dude. All right. Man, I don't know if I wanna touch that anymore. It did some really cool effects. Let's get some of this water out of the way. We'll get a little close up so you can see it. And I think, for this one, this would look sick with like a really, like I know I said I was gonna do a chrome logo. Unfortunately, I've gotta still go edit and do all this video for a couple more hours. So let me, and clear coat it real quick. Let me let this dry and man, I'm excited. I wonder what other colors we can do that with. So that means we can take a detailed color, put it down, let it dry, take a candy, similar color, go over the top of it, take water, chase it, and then create some type of weird color. It's almost like we came and took a violet on its own, or a purple, light purple, and came back and faded it. But what's cool is it left some of the candy on there still, so it has its own type of like runs up here. These, I still want to get some of these off here because I don't want these blue candy dots ruining what we already had. So see, and you guys seen how, so once that dried 100%, as we keep hitting it with water, it's not pulling it off, it's not changing it. So, and then a lot of times if you guys just want to see what it would look like clear coated, just soak the whole door or car, whatever you're doing, just hose it down real quick with water, or use that dent check stuff. It's like water in a can, and it'll give you a gloss so you can see what it looks like. So this is really cool. That sucks, there's a little pinhole right there in the door, and it's holding up some of the color right there. But all right, let's get a little closer with the camera. Now, I did not have intentions of that purple being in there, so that was like a mistake that turned out pretty rad, dude. Looks like my logo up there. Where is it? All right, so now we've got some silver. We've got some blues with micro runs. Then we've got our blues with the big runs. And then we've got pearl all the way at the bottom. So it's still wet right now with water. I'm gonna dry this off and we are gonna clear coat this old boy. Okay, and one of the things I wanna do on another door is this is a skull I cut out and I painted the back, and this is flake, and it's about a 1/2 inch off that wood right there, okay? Cut this with my fast cut CNC. So we're gonna do another video coming up soon where I'm gonna do a door, we're gonna cut a cool logo, we're gonna paint the back of it silver, we're gonna mount it to the door, whatever it's gonna say, we're gonna put LED lights behind it. So we're gonna get it to glow. I mean, we've got lights that go in your wheel wells, we've got lights that go, you know, LED lights under the vehicle. Why not light up the logos too? Just because we can. And we're gonna sit down as we're doing it and we'll cut using the fast cut CNC. So that's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be cool, cool, cool. I hope one of you guys does it on your car. I think I'm gonna do it on my truck. All right, I got the door clear coated and go put it in the sun right now, so go check it out. All right guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked that. It's kind of weird. But next one I'll do a black, silver, and then we'll do a candy blue, kind of like we do with the bronze effects. So we'll do that on the next one. Still have some candy on my hands. Anyways, please consider subscribing if you like these videos. It helps me help you. All right guys, have a great one. Talk to you later. See you on the next one.